Motor Rally. Hi, my name is Car McBlar. Do you want a car but don't actually want a car? Motor Rally. In Motor Rally, you can do exactly that. Pick from a car, a motorcycle, or a person. Motor Rally. Drive to your heart's content, but don't hit the people or hit as many people as you can. Motor Rally. The game built for the only game that matters. The game of life. Motor Rally. Hi everybody, so for the creativity project, I was trying to think of something new I can learn more about. First thing I thought, why not make music? Didn't get too far with that idea. Then I thought of another idea doing a creative video on typically uncreative topics, but couldn't think of how to turn that into an actuality. But then another idea hit me. Last semester I was fortunate enough to take a beginner's class on app development. It was a lot of fun, we made a lot of apps, but the one that resonated with me the most was the video game project app. I love video games and have always been fascinated in how they work, trying to make Mario go from here to there. So when I was able to make my own, it was a blast, but I didn't really know that much coding as my only prior experience was an intro class from freshman year, and I ended up making a very simple tap to avoid the bad guy game with a Kirby skin. After taking the app development class, I really want to learn more about video game design and coding in general, as I really love the experience, and I thought the big project would be a good opportunity to do so. To do this, I downloaded the Unity app as it is a free video game development software, and I signed up for a class on Skillshare. I went through all the lessons in my free time and was able to develop a game. The game I learned was a racing game where you drive the car to avoid the objects and people. Each person you hit causes you to lose a life, and then after all the lives are lost, boom, game over. You also get a score which is calculated from the distance you traveled and the time driven. The assets were used from the free website Kini, and the sounds are included in the class on a drive file. The scripts that run the game show the code taught from the class, and this road level is a replica of those initial lessons. What I'm happy about is that in addition to this class's road level, I was able to create some extra levels. So when I was downloading the assets, I saw that a lot were unused, and I thought, you know what would be goofy? And then try to make more levels using the themes of sand and dirt. I also included the different characters of a motorcycle guy that goes slightly faster than the car and a person who goes the slowest. One level select screen later and boom, we have a game. But then when I was testing, I thought, you know what would be goofy? Instead of not hitting people, hit them. And then try to rework the gameplay into a new mode, time. This one is a timed score-based mode where you hit people to gain as many points as possible before the time runs out, ending the game. This mode also works for all the levels and has its respective select screen with instructions. And for the final part of the project, the video, I used Google Docs to write a script and then used the app Animotica to edit the final video. The parts I would call creative would be the extras I included in the game apart from the class. In this case, that is the additional level themes of sand and dirt with their respective character's motorcycle or person, each with their own speeds. I would also group the new game mode of timed, as that was separate from the main game I learned called main game. For this, I tried to think how to flip the original idea of the game being avoiding hitting people and going for the longest time into hitting people within a certain time limit. And the final portion of creativity would be the format and design of this video, which I want to start off with the mock trailer parodying car commercials, then go into the commentary you're listening to right now, and then conclude on a demonstration of the game. I would relate a majority of the project to the mini-C creative concept taught in class. As I stated before, I didn't really know that much coding apart from an introductory course, and I took this project to learn more from my personal enjoyment and the activity in itself, which relates to the mini-C concept. As for video editing, I have a little more experience with that, and since it's centered about being more creative towards others, I would state it as little c. I would use divergent thinking towards coming up with ideas for both the game and the video and how to go about bringing those concepts into actuality. This was a challenging part of the project because at portions I would have an idea of wanting to do something more unique, such as add more to the game or do something additional to make the video more unique, but I would struggle on how to vision the levels or how to put together the video. Incubation to insight for letting the idea simmer in my head and doing something different in the meantime helped with this. For example, I knew I wanted the trailer to be something wacky, so I decided to relate something similar, a racing game, to a car commercial and then parody that. This idea in itself relates to the classes there were discussion on associative thinking and making the connections between ideas and concepts. And when I wasn't really sure how to sequence or storyboard the parody, I took time to watch YouTube videos on car commercials to write some similarities between them, from their eccentric personalities of the car dealers to the goofy unrelated pun at the end.
Built for the most important race of all. The human race.
I'm pretty happy with the game, as I'm still relatively new to coding in the busy semester, of course. I was a little worried of how it turned out, but I'm happy with the final product and enjoy the process throughout. I look forward to watching everyone's videos and projects, and definitely look forward to learning more in the future. I thank everyone for a good semester, and bye-bye.